the problem is with like the hater thing is it's like where is the proof of like it's like he did something to your family or something. It's just,
He's just not Jordan. That's insulting. That he's even. I've
yeah.
heard people say that it's insulting. He's even in the same conversation.
What's up, guys? I'm Zap, and this is Jericho, and we are the now six-time international award-winning pop hip hop music duo Bandit Future. We do clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that's uniquely Californian. And right now, you are tuned into the Life's a Circus podcast, where we talk about everything that's funny, interesting, and ridiculous. But wait, I still don't know what that bell is.
Really? I thought that was planned.
Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and make sure you share this video with a hater.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
a
okay.
straight up hater. What's Jericho? What's your
Hate,
definition of like a hater?
hate, 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 hate. It's not only someone that can't give someone credit for something they've done, but they go out of the way to
Mm,
try to diminish that person in some way.
that's a pretty good definition.
Thank you.
Um, I was going to add to that, but I don't think I can. So, um, I want to read off. There's a certain person that people tend to hate regularly.
Hate, hate, hate. Okay.
I it's like I kind of understand it, but I just really it's really hard for me to understand. Um, and person's been around for a long time. Let me and he's been, I guess, super famous for the past 20 years. And I just want don't get ahead of me now. Come on. I just want to just read off a few, shall we say, accomplishments in the last 20 years. NBA Rookie of the Year 2004, NBA All Rookie First Team 2004, six-time NBA All Star 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is from 2003 to 2010. Two-time NBA All Star Game MVP 2006 2008, two-time NBA Most Valuable Player 2009 2010, four-time All NBA First Team 2006 2008 2009 2010, two-time All NBA Second Team 2005 2007, two-time NBA All Defensive First Team 2009 2010, and NBA Scoring Champion in 2008. Flash forward 2010 to 14. This person was on one team. He went to another team, and shall we say South Beach. There, two-time NBA champion 2012, 2013, two-time NBA Finals MVP 12, 13, two-time NBA MVP 12, 13, four-time NBA All-Star, four-time All-NBA First Team, three-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, NBA All-Defensive Second Team, Associated Press Athlete of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year, USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year. If that's enough, the third part of his career, NBA champion 2016, NBA Finals MVP, four-time NBA All-Star 2015, 16, 17, 18, four-time All-NBA First Team 2015, 16, 17, 18, NBA All-Star Game MVP, AP Athlete of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year, again, flash forward 2018 to the present. NBA champion 2020, NBA Finals MVP 2020, five-time NBA All-Star again 2019 to 2023, All NBA First Team, All NBA Second Team, two-time All NBA Third Team, NBA Assist Leader, NBA 75th Anniversary Team, AP Athlete of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year, again, Time Athlete of the Year, NBA All-Time Scoring Leader, and most recently, first person to get to 40,000 points. Um,
Who are you talking about?
LeBron Bartholomew James. I don't know if that's his middle name, but look, man,
Pretty sure it's not.
hate him, love him, whatever. That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. And I know there's other people who have mountains of awards too in the NBA, but like there's only a handful of people in that stratosphere, and he has to be one of them.
Right.
But every time this man does something, people come out the woodworks, in the comments, the criticisms, just like, okay, the obvious first comparison is Jordan, right? A lot of people think that Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Every time this man does something, it's like, oh well, Jordan in 1996, Jordan did this, and well, he's no Jordan, and I'm like, can we just? I
Mhm.
don't understand, man. And
It's
there,
got it's gotten an air of he is so well known and he's been so well known for so long. I honestly think the hate comes from that he's been the chosen one since he was literally 15. And
mm,
just that alone, no matter how good you are, if you are not perfect, they'll find a reason to rain on your parade, right? Because
mm,
you can't talk about him in his personal life. From what I understand, he's a great human being. He's a great father.
yeah,
Uh, I think he's like, this is maybe not said enough. I think it's hilarious. Like I've the things where he like pretend to be someone else, like working at Blaze Pizza, or he did a couple of skits with like the girl from the Pussycat Dolls. He's funny. Like he seems like
yeah,
all around. So it's like, well, I got nothing to say bad about him. He's nice. He gives back to his community. He's a good family man. I guess I'll trash his game somehow because, like any athlete, he's struggled with certain things, and that's part of the being an athlete. You know, Jordan had his struggles, everyone did, but just because he's knocking at the door of the institution, the Michael Jordan, the thing that made basketball global, the Michael Jordan effect, like, okay, we can't tarnish that Jumpman logo, all that. Like, it's just too much. I don't think even if he had gone 10-0 in finals that they would have given him the, okay, you're the best. Somehow they would have found, you know, you came out of the East. The East was weak all those years. That's why you made it to 10 straight finals, because the East was weak and the competition. Like, you're playing against DeMar DeRozan and Paul George. They're not all-time greats. You're not going to Jordan beat all these Hall of. It's just going to be a nonstop assault on his career no matter what. So I think it's just that, like, oh, so that guy that I've known about since, he's almost like a family member that I can talk trash about because I see him like as equal, right? That's really what it feels like with a lot of people. But man, they will not stop about how bad he is. And as far as like player, I guess you can talk about career player. I think his career is fantastic for the longevity of it. His peak was pretty high. As far as the player, I've never seen anyone do stuff he's done. Never.
yes, that
Never in
part
my life.
too. Like, I like, okay, so let's, like, some of the criticisms, like, I guess the earliest I can think of was the whole taking my talents to South Beach thing, where like, as like, I don't know if you could think of something before that that just kind of like made people go like, ah, whatever.
I can't.
Um, oh, what happened? What happened?
I told you, man. That's why I'm mad about him. The only thing I'm mad about. The only thing. I wanted a Kobe LeBron finals.
Oh,
That's it. I wanted that so bad with all of my heart. All the commercials were about, they had the cool puppets in the commercials. It was going to happen. And then LeBron couldn't beat Dwight Howard. Man, yeah.
yeah.
I will honestly hold it against him, as I hold certain things against many teams or whatever's.
Oh yeah.
Clippers. You know, I have those things. So that's my one gripe against him. But that's just a strictly professional. He did not win when everyone was like, oh, you should win. So you can, that would have been the most amazing thing. Kobe versus LeBron in the finals. So that's all I got against him.
Okay. There was the South Beach thing, which I still don't get. I mean, I get if you were a Cleveland fan and then he left you, but I don't understand why everybody else was so mad.
I thought it was interesting to do it in that way. I mean, I think there's other athletes that have done stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm going to here and there. Maybe it's the way that he did it, or maybe they were just people kind of wanted an excuse. Maybe wanted an
Like,
excuse.
why does that make you angry? I don't.
It had a sense of the Kevin Durant thing when he went to Golden State. In that, like, well, I can't beat these guys, so I'm going to go over here. So that's kind of what it felt like. Hey, LeBron, you've been to the finals, you couldn't win.
I see that.
You couldn't even make to the finals. You're running now. You can't. And then so he goes to a better team. But you either do that, or you have more of like a Kevin Garnett case where you stayed in one place for so long, or Damian Lillard, you stayed so long in one place, and it's like, yeah, you weren't going to win there. You really weren't.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, you weren't going to win there. And so now, instead of being like, all right, I'm going to wait till year 12 to actually change, LeBron was like, no, I'm still in my prime. Let me go someplace I have a better chance of winning because I know my legacy is based on not my individual accolades, it's on my championships. So he knew that. So that's why he went. So I don't blame him for that.
Yeah. And on top of that, like, when the championships is another thing that people like debate about, but it's just like championships are such a communal effort.
Right.
Like one person can't win a championship. Like, not only do you have to have the right teammates, you have to have the right coaches, the right assistant coaches, the right trainers.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who like, even that Kawhi thing when he left San Antonio, it was just like he didn't feel comfortable with the medical team or whatever. I mean, they get you on your workout, your diet, all this stuff, and the general managers, the people who draft people around you, like, it's not just like you put someone on the team and then you win a championship. Like, everything has to be like solid from top to bottom. Now, I remember Cleveland, like Dan Gilbert or whatever, like, having a bad rap as far as like running the team and getting players that fit with him and all this kind of stuff. So, I mean,
I would imagine you don't know this, there's no way of knowing this, but the number of players that didn't win a championship just because they weren't drafted to the right team. That's all. The situation wasn't perfect. Like, I don't think Curry would have his championship if he didn't go to Golden State because that was just perfect for him. Like, it just seemed to work out. And very few people are just like, oh, I'll plug you in and you can win anywhere. Now, ironically, what player has been able to win everywhere that he went? Is it LeBron James? Yeah, I believe so. See what I mean? Like, that's how great he is. That he was able to take anybody, fighting and clawing and sticks and twigs.
Yes, sticks and twigs.
Like, dude, the only carry job that was more impressive to me than LeBron's when he was like young and he took how did he take the Cleveland Cavaliers? They had nobody.
Yeah.
He took them to the finals. The only one more impressive to me was Iverson's against the Lakers because his team was like, those players that if you don't like those custom players in like NBA Live or whatever, and if you don't give them any attributes, they're just like a blank face with like a random number. It was Iverson and 4 of those. And somehow he got to the finals and beat the Lakers in the first game, and they hadn't lost all playoffs. So that's crazy to me. But LeBron's right up there.
Yeah, and even with that, it's just like even though he got there, people are like, oh, well, he lost X amount of times. So it's like, for a good decade, it was like, no matter what your situation, no matter who you drafted, no matter who your GM is, if you put this guy on your team, you're going to the finals. And it's just like, I haven't seen that before.
Right. And they talk about Jordan beating people that were, I guess, good, if you will. Sure, Sean Kemp and John Stockton and Carmelo and whatever, but like LeBron lost in the finals to Tim Duncan and Ginobili and Tony Parker and Curry and Durant. Like, yeah.
Like, literally one of the most winning teams of all time. Like, revolutionary.
Dirk, he lost to Dirk. Like, okay, maybe he wasn't the best in those fourth quarters, but that still is an all-time great player.
Yeah. I have yet to see. The problem is with like the hater thing is just like, where is the proof of like it's like he did something to your family or something.
He's just not Jordan. That's insulting. That he's even. I've
Yeah.
heard people say that it's insulting. He's even in the same conversation.
Okay. What I do understand is that he people think that and I don't think they really articulated this, but I kind of like read between the lines. I feel like they think that he cheats the game to a certain extent.
In what way?
One for like the flopping,
Okay.
and another for the way he paces himself. So he doesn't go 1,000% on every play.
Sure, he's not Westbrook, but few people are.
Right,
So.
right. But I think like the Kobe's and Jordans and Westbrooks of like every play I'm going to kill you.
Mhm.
Like it's a different mentality with him, and it's I feel like people don't like it, but it's more like a business. He's more business minded when it comes to the game
Oh, sure.
instead of like fighter minded, I guess. If
Well, his
that's
goal since forever has been to play with his son. Therefore, he's like, I got to play for a long time.
yeah,
Therefore, I have to do these things, and he doesn't play because when he has, you've noticed he's gotten hurt.
yeah,
No, he knows that.
yeah. So I don't think people understand that. Like, oh well, he didn't play defense on this one play. He just let him go to the rim. I'm like, yeah, because and another thing he does is he rests while he's playing.
I've
I'm like,
noticed that.
yeah. So he takes stuff off all the time. It's just like, or like the regular season, he's like, I'm just going to chill for these games. And then he has LeBron mode that he hits in the finals where it's just all gates are open and it's
Right.
just destroying people. But
I still don't understand that movie does that. Everyone goes, he just stands there and just kind of looks at the ball and kind of
the 3-pointer.
that to me is so how that's like become his thing, and it's like, why does that work? It's so strange.
I don't know, man. But hey, continue to hate, I guess, if you want to.
Hate.
It just brings more attention and makes him even bigger. So it's really self-defeating. But if you feel like you have to,
extremely success. He's about as successful as a human being can be at a thing.
yeah.
So if that's what you want to hate on, go for it.
Off the court, a billionaire while he's still playing, building schools while he's still playing, producing TV shows and movies while he's still. It's just stuff that people do after they retire, and they're like, "What do I do now?" He's like, "No, I'm gonna do it all at the same time."
Right.
Leave a comment. Let me know why you hate LeBron and why you're more successful than him. And
I like those. Yeah, I like to read that. Why are you more successful than LeBron James?
I was employee of the month 3 times
at Arby's. Wow.
All right, this one long too. Bye.
They took our jobs. They took our jobs.